Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Thursday morning. It's Stephen Whiteside here from theuptrend.com. Well, after yesterday's reversal day, we see stock index futures are currently trading above fair value coming into Thursday's open. A couple of stocks in the news this morning. Snap is gapping higher in the pre market. They had an announcement that included the words AI. And so we are trading up a couple of lines in the pre market. Not something I would chase. Then looking at AppLovin, we're up 6% in the pre-market already on a buy signal. We've got EPAM on a buy signal, up 5% in the pre-market. No joy for DoorDash, down another 10%. And unfortunately, Fortnite down 10% in the pre-market on Thursday morning. Looking at the VIX, or the Fear Index, we traded back into the channel yesterday. A little more aggressive trading for the ETFs, which traded down to the lower channel line on Wednesday. So a close below yesterday's low would give us a new sell signal for those ETFs. Looking at cryptos, we had an inside day for Bitcoin yesterday, struggling here to hold the 100,000 level. Notice the recent lower high and now a lower low. You'll see a lot of that pattern going on right now, depending on what charts you're looking at. And that, of course, is a bearish chart pattern. 100,000 is a big round number, though, and I'm sure there's a lot of people involved in Bitcoin would like to keep Bitcoin above that level. Ethereum's also struggling here, making a lower high, lower lows. And we had an inside day yesterday, day of indecision. So they were up nicely, but we did not gain any new ground on using Wednesday's trading action. Now, Ethereum's trying to hold 31.25. And again, you're looking at lower highs, lower lows. Grayscale ETF inside day yesterday. Again, we did not gain any new ground on Wednesday. Looking at the metals, copper is on a sell signal right now. So is gold, palladium, platinum, and silver. They're all coming into Thursday's trading action on sell signals. Looking at the world of energy, crude oil pulled back yesterday. The USO ETF is back on a sell signal as of Wednesday's close. We've got gasoline still trying to break out above the September highs. And we've got natural gas pulling back yesterday, having an inside day. No change there. Looking at the stocks, though, Canadian energy stocks were up over 2%. U.S. energy stocks were up a tick over 0.25%. Now, we haven't talked about the ARC Innovation ETFs in a while, and they're currently all on sell signals. They had a nice run up in September. When we look at the FinTech ETF, first thing I notice, we're on a sell signal, of course, but we've just put in a lower low. And so a recent lower high, lower low, that's a bearish chart pattern. Genomics on a sell signal right now, making a new low for this move. Then the Innovations ETF, that's the big one. It has recently put in a lower high and a lower low. That's a bearish chart pattern. My favorite ARC ETF is the Industrials, and it is on a sell signal at the moment after recently making a new high. No change for the Next Generation Internet ETF. It's still on a sell signal here. And then we've got Space on its second day of a sell signal. And again, we put in a lower high. We haven't put in a lower low just yet. Looking at the Magnificent 7 ETF, starting off with the NASDAQ 100. Yesterday, it generated a sell signal. I said you probably want to wave that off and wait for the next close below the lower channel line. And that is also true on the TSX. Then we've got the Magnificent 7 ETF. It has traded in the channel for the past 2 days, but has not generated a sell signal. Apple treading water up here after the big run up last week. No change in trend there. We saw a pullback in Amazon, then going into the close, they actually pulled it higher by 88 cents. And then no change for Alphabet, made a new high last week and still doing fairly well at the moment. Unfortunately, no change in trend for Meta, still trying to hold 625 here, which was not only a daily target, but a weekly target. This chart is from last Friday. We don't update the weekly charts during the week. Then looking at the flypaper channel, and I talked about this recently, that it's going to be very, very hard for Meta to get back over the flypaper channel anytime soon. And you can see the recent lower high and lower low, which is a bearish chart pattern. Looking at Meta in Toronto, similar situation. Then Microsoft, no joy there. Microsoft still holding the low from October, so that hasn't broken just yet. Then NVIDIA traded down to the lower channel line on Wednesday. So on Thursday, we're looking for a close in New York below $195.84. In Toronto, looking for a close below $44.50. Looking at Tesla's not been moving too fast over the past few weeks. We've been still dealing with the $468.75 resistance. If we can take out the recent high, then $500 could certainly come into play. You can see why we've been struggling here. We're still holding up. We're still on a buy signal, but the pros and the public have been intertwined. And just over the past couple of days, the pros have really shifted their control. So it looks like they probably want to take it up to the $500 level. And there's Tesla in Toronto, no change in trend there. Then looking at Broadcom, we're second day of a sell signal, no change there. And then Shopify came back yesterday and closed slightly higher on the day. Looking at Shopify on the TSX, resistance at 250. If we break down below 218.75, then 203.13 would be a logical place to rest on the way down, with psychological support at the $200 level. Okay, folks, that is all for this morning's presentation. So far, it looks like the market wants to do a little buying on Thursday morning. Have a great day. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Friday morning.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theuptrend.com.